Hello, welcome, as I say. This is FuturisTV coming at you a day earlier than it normally does. I am obviously your host, the futurist and incredibly glamorous Derek Anthony Williams. Just later on we'll be having a chat with Spiritual Bat. That was Doyle Band performing at Fiddler's Elbow in London last year. Was late December, well, not that late December, it was before Christmas, but yeah, it sort of froze a little bit in there because it was a live stream, so it wasn't that reliable. Unfortunately, when you're in a venue like that and it's trying to rely on your phone's Wi-Fi capabilities, your sort of 4G, 5G, whatever it is, connection, then sometimes it does go a little bit wrong, as it did there. Right, what shall I play now? I think I'll have an artist that I'm playing with next month in... Where is it? Where am I playing? Oh yes, St. Louis, that's the place, because I'm going to see my girlfriend. My lovely Winnie. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't say that, should I? Yes, my lovely Gwendolyn, I'm going to see her in her hometown of St. Louis. And I'm going to be playing with this wonderful artist called brenvela. So this is the beginning. It's not necessarily much of a video, but it's a nice bit of atmosphere to go with the music. So here's brenvela, the beginning. Right, that was Beginnings. I didn't expect it to end so suddenly. I thought there'd be kind of a bit more of a fade out. Anyway, I think that music is utterly sublime, superb from brenvela. I look very much look forward to experiencing that live. Just getting you another little bit of something, or trying anyway. Let's see if it'll actually download for me. I'm aiming to play you a little bit of Moonsleep before we go into the Spiritual Bat interview, because Moonsleep is playing with us in Sheffield tomorrow. Yes, I have indeed a gig in Sheffield tomorrow. What's going off with this thing? Let's try and get this thing working anyway. Yeah, I have a gig in Sheffield with Chaos Bleak and Moonsleep at the Hallamshire Hotel, former home of Sheffield Goth. In the dim and distant past, was considered by many to be rather a rite of passage to play there, apparently, and it was sort of legendary for Thursday night goth goings on for some reason, and indeed we're doing things on a Thursday night. As we're running out of time a little bit, I'll play that a little bit later on. What I will play for you though is a bit of Spiritual Bat. What's this called? This is called something. Oh, Close Your Eyes, released last year, I believe. So here's Spiritual Bat for you. Right, so that was Close Your Eyes by the Spiritual Bat, who you should now be able to see on screen, excitingly. So hello, welcome, Spiritual Bat.
Hi, Derek.
Hi there.
Hello. I think it's the first time I've had anyone on from Spain before. That's pretty exciting. International edition. Very, very good stuff. So how are you today? You all good?
We are good. We're fine. Thank you.
Yes.
Are you okay, Dario?
Yes, sure.
To be honest, we're a bit exhausted because we're in the midst of chaos here with home repairs and stuff, or tour preparations and stuff. But it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a bit of a chaotic time the last few days as various sort of adjustments to the UK tour have been made. But anyway, I think you've pretty much got all sorted now, and I've got you sorted for a Nottingham gig now.
Thank you so much. That's one thing I want to. Sorry, I keep interrupting. Sorry, but I really wanted to get this out. Thanks so much to you, Derek, and Night Shift, Goth Events, and to all the promoters and friends who helped out and supported us. Right, we've been overwhelmed with the support when people found out that our shows were cancelled. Some of our shows were cancelled.
Well, it just seemed too horrible. You spent all that money on getting over here, and if some shows weren't to happen, it would seem horrible. Hopefully we can sort of correct all that with things like the Nottingham show. Anyway, we're here to talk about how awesome Spiritual Bat are, and I have to say that Close Your Eyes was stunning. I hadn't heard that one before, and absolutely wonderful. So that's quite a new one, isn't it?
Oh, well, it's from the last album.
It
Mission Create, it's called.
Yeah.
And it's kind of an album that was born and finished during the pandemic period, so it's got a lot in it, stuff that it was sort of like an ode, the whole album, to creativity and what art does for us and for you, probably all of us artists. I mean, sometimes we could say it saves our lives, or at least our spirit.
E non darsi mai per vinti.
And art helps us to never give up, because it's what drives us, what makes us get up in the morning and keep going. So Mission Create, and Close Your Eyes is I don't know if you might know this or not, but Dario is a real bat. He's actually legally blind as a bat. And so sometimes I'm really surprised, we've been together for like 30 years, that he sees things that other people don't see at all. So
I'm a little curious. I know, a little bit of a tangent, really. I wonder if sort of being blind, that may sort of enable different musical elements to come out.
Essere non vedente diciamo, comporta un diverso modo di fare musica, ci sono elementi diversi.
Io diciamo che io nasco come pittore, perché io diciamo che ho visto fino a 30 anni, ho visto.
So Dario is, I'm going to translate first because I'll forget otherwise, although I know what he's about to say, but he used to be a painter. And because until the age of 30 he was able to see, not much, but he could see, and so he used to paint.
Questa è stata la mia prima, come dire, mia prima strada artistica, la pittura.
So painting was his first artistic expression.
Ho fatto un percorso e poi quindi io credo di essere un pittore prestato alla musica.
So he believes he went to the Academy of Fine Arts and all that. He did exhibitions. And so he feels a little bit like he's a painter who paints through music nowadays, because he something happened in 1994. Sorry, Dario, something happened in 1994 because he could see.
Di solito non parlo mai di queste.
Yeah, see, he doesn't usually speak about it, but he's opening up about it now. So in 1994, something happened, and the glaucoma became. So he passed into a world of shadows. So that's how we put it usually. and the process of making music, Dario, come fai a creare musica?
Io non lo so, io suono e escono le cose, non lo so spiegare.
He plays all the time and thinks music comes.
Il mio rapporto con le immagini, essendo stato un pittore, è molto forte, ovviamente.
And he has a strong relationship with images, even though he doesn't see. So.
E quindi io riesco evidentemente a trasportarle nella musica.
He transforms images into sound.
Questo è il mio tentativo.
That's what he tries to do, at least.
Well, I think there's certainly sort of visual elements that may come through from the sound. I mean, it's a very, very expressive sound, such as on Close Your Eyes. I think it definitely comes through. Also, I believe I said you were from Spain when you're actually Italy, and that's a decided error. So sorry about that. Sorry for moving your country.
It's like two cousins. We're no problem.
No problem.
Oh, it's all European. It's all the same. Yeah. So how was it then creating that new album? I mean, obviously you've been around a while and done a few. How do you keep finding that energy to create this music? And is there anything that is a little harder these days, or is there new inspirations that come along?
Come facciamo a continuare a creare musica? Noi ci siamo da un sacco di tempo, come facciamo a continuare a creare?
Perché non possiamo fare altro che fare questo.
We just can't help it, actually. It just happens.
È il primo scopo della nostra vita.
It's the first objective in our life. The way I put it is, music gives us a direction, or I'd feel lost if I didn't have that direction.
È un continuo processo di trasformare anche gli accadimenti più negativi in qualcosa di positivo.
And Dario is saying it's a constant process of transmuting even negative experiences into positive experiences.
I think that's really quite fascinating stuff, and perhaps that is why the spiritual back continues to be a thing, because you do have that incredible ability to still create something vital. So in the past you've actually toured the US, so I mean, obviously speaking, because I think it's important to cover a bit of past stuff. It's not all about the latest things, because not everyone will know you, but so how was it touring the US then?
Oh, we loved it. We loved it. Dario, andare in tour negli Stati Uniti ci è piaciuto tanto.
Sì.
We liked to tour coast to coast, and we did 5 of those tours. The first one was a bit shorter, but the next ones were from 20, 25 to 30 gigs from coast to coast. We were on the road for a month and a half, almost 2 months sometimes. And it was amazing. It's, mind you, all DIY, through the help of fellow musicians and promoters.
E devo dire la verità che io sono molto fiero di questa cosa, perché le abbiamo organizzati tutti, io e Rosetta.
It's Dario saying we are actually very proud of this, because it's DIY. We organize the shows by ourselves with the help, I said, of fellow musicians, con i musicisti, bands.
Ma non abbiamo avuto
friends.
un'agenzia, abbiamo fatto tutto noi, tutto organizzato, tutto noi.
Yeah, no agency or anything like that, just direct contact with our colleagues in the States.
Excellent.
Grazie a
And
tutti quelli che hanno collaborato, tutti quelli che ci hanno...
We're still thankful. It was an amazing time. The last tour was in 2016 though, so we'll figure it out for the
Don't
future.
suppose you happened to play in St. Louis, did you? Because I have a certain someone who lives there.
We did play in St. Louis.
There you
Maybe
go.
once or twice. Una volta o due.
Two.
Twice in St.
Twice.
Louis. Dario is my backup brain.
I'm playing there on the 10th of May. I played there on 5th of May
Wow.
last year. I think it was something like that. Or was it the 3rd? It might have actually been, I think it might have actually been my girlfriend's birthday on the 3rd of May. Because I went over on the Monday and the gig was on the Wednesday, as I recall. So yeah, that would have been the 3rd of May, actually her birthday. Sadly can't do that this year. But anyway, I'm playing St. Louis 10th of May.
If you happen to see Joel Lovin, say hi to him for us.
We'll hopefully bump into him at some point. My girlfriend does know him, and we know of his DJing and so forth. So yeah, very significant figure of the St. Louis scene. Obviously, I'm a bit disappointed I won't actually get to see you because I'll be over there. So what?
No, well, it's even more touching to us that you decided to put this show on in spite of the fact that you're not there. It's amazing. I mean, you are such a sweetheart.
Well, sometimes something has to be on, and also you're just so nice in your messages to night shift events as well. So you know, I remembered you being very pleasant to deal with. So, as for the live show with Spiritual Bat, what are people going to experience if they've never encountered you before? Because obviously, I've never had the pleasure of actually encountering you live. I mean, this recent contact is the only contact I've had with you. So, what are people going to get?
Si può aspettare dai nostri concerti. Allora, I'd say that, okay, our shows have always been accompanied by art installations by the Alchemisti Painters, who that was a group of painters that Dario came from. It was actually almost a whole movement that was happening. Alchemist Painters started in the 70s, mid 70s, and it's not always possible to have a video projection on, but especially when the shows have just been arranged last minute.
Yes.
Normally, when we have our full-on show, I think the artwork does a lot to create that sense of magic, and we just try to pour our hearts and souls out. I mean, I'm not a fantastic stage animal or anything. We've been shy. We've been. We used to suffer from stage fright when we first started. It was terrible. We're beginning to feel very right. There are some people who are natural born stage animals, right?
Could be argued that you're speaking to one that, hey, that's me being big-headed now.
But it's become. It's nice that now it almost feels like home on stage, right? So we can manage to actually just focus on the music, on playing, and it's been wonderful.
E poi posso dire una cosa, che io sono
One thing.
più contento adesso di andare in Inghilterra che 20 giorni fa.
And Dario wants to add that.
Molto più entusiasta.
Just that he is even more enthusiastic now, much more enthusiastic now about the UK tour than he was a few days ago.
Perché sappiamo, almeno le persone ci vogliono, perché per noi è fondamentale che le persone ci vogliono.
Because we know that some people wanted to help us and wanted to see us on stage and to, share a moment of music with us.
Il rapporto umano con le persone per me è fondamentale.
The human contact with people is fundamental. The relationship with people.
Non ci sono soldi che possano cambiare questa cosa.
There's no fame or money or anything, success, whatever, that can change that contact.
I from what I've seen of like the new shows, to me, this is my personal opinion, nothing against the bands in question, but to me they didn't quite make sense with you. It is of course just my opinion, and I can indeed be wrong. Perhaps there's nothing wrong with a very varied lineup of it seemed the other bands you were booked with that you're no longer able to play with. To me they seemed a bit too sort of electronic-y, industrially kind of thing, whereas to me there seems a sort of a more human element to Spiritual Bat rather than the machines of the others.
Oh, sì, parla dei line-up, come vengono fatti a volte.
Sì.
Well, we don't mind mixed lineups, and I think honestly, in these cases, possibly that was the time frame that everybody was available, and possibly that's what put together. So, but yeah, there are times when different genres may gather, or if not different genres, different. I mean. What would you call it? Ramifications of is that a word in English? I sometimes
Yes,
make
yes,
words.
yes, and that's
Different ramifications of the same subculture. So it's not bad that different styles come together. But yeah, we're not familiar with, let's say, Witch House, not so much, not so, and the electronic side. We're more into the death rock aspect. But we're very open.
Yeah,
We're
I
very
mean,
open.
there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I'm not saying anything against those bands. It just there seemed a bit of a stylistic clash. But anyway, also I've been asked if you have any plans to play the US again, because I'm sure my girlfriend in St. Louis would love to see you there.
We do. We're dying to go back to the US. We just have to sort out visas.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a few years where it's been rather complicated after all. So.
It's complicated, and we've heard of bands much more popular than us who've applied for visas and then were denied after organizing the whole. So that would be kind of painful. So
I've heard some bizarre tales, such as some of the band getting visas and others not. So yeah, it can be very, very difficult. Also the Glass House Museum say hi, and they're really, really looking forward to joining not once but twice next month. That's what they'd like to say. So that is
we're playing with the Glass House Museum twice, and that's the other band that we really want to thank, because they've been so supportive, and they let us they invited us to join their stage in Whitchurch, and
yes.
also playing together in Birmingham on the 12th. So Whitchurch on the 10th and Birmingham on the 12th.
That should be very, very lovely. Absolutely lovely people. The Glass House Museum, very good.
That's what we keep hearing from everybody, and we can't say that's not true.
No, of course not. So I'm also curious, is there a track that is particularly enjoyable to do live, and maybe one that is maybe a little troublesome live, that you feel you never quite managed to capture fully?
Una che particolarmente ci piace suonare dal vivo, o una che invece è un po' difficoltosa per noi?
Difficoltosa Sacrament.
For Dario, Sacrament.
Dipende, per ognuno magari è diverso.
We always do that one, but for Dario, Sacrament, it's an oldie though. It's anche vecchia però. Sì. It requires a special kind of energy, no? Ci vuole una certa energia.
Sì.
And
e un pezzo preferito, diciamo?
Your favorite?
No, tanti.
Oh, they're all our babies.
All of them are wonderful, obviously.
They're all our creatures.
I'm sorry.
It's as we expected. And also, do you ever do any cover songs in your sets, or is it only spiritual back music?
Not usually. There's only one cover we've ever done, and we haven't done it in years. And that was She's Lost Control. We used to do it the first shows we ever played.
Ci sono talmente tanti brani che dobbiamo lavorare, no? Che non mi fa pensare proprio a farla una cover.
Yeah,
una cosa che
we sort of feel that there are so many of our own songs that we need to work on that we don't have time to learn covers.
Right. Yeah, I suppose it can be.
And Dario is adding one thing that I think is special, because he says, I'm not such a great musician. You're a painter. So yeah, I don't feel like I'm like musicianship is, I mean, when we think of musicians, like there are people with such technical skills, and like they can play about anything that they're presented with. We can just play our own. So it's I guess it's a limit, or maybe not, but all the energy we have has to go into our own our own songs. Dario actually has dozens, or I'm sure dozens at least, of songs that I can never get to because I have less time to put into. I write drum parts and lyrics, and I help with the arrangements and sequencing and stuff. But he keeps playing. He plays every day, and he's got dozens of songs that are waiting for me to get to work on them.
Però c'è un brano nuovo che presenteremo pure.
Oh yeah, but we'll play a new song in the UK tour. So it's
So that's something. Have you played that live elsewhere, like in Italy or anything?
we have played it live, yes. But we're gonna play it live for the first time with our new bass player, who is Sydney Mars. He used to be in a band called the Mescaline Babies. Many people know that band. And he's got a new band too, Purity Machine, I think it's called. So excited to play with Sydney on the UK tour for the first time.
Right, I think we've about covered anything. Just check, make sure there's no more questions for you. Anything else you think you might like to add before we finish for now? Never an easy question to answer.
Well, we'll never say thank you enough. Thank you, and thank you to the Glasshouse Museum. Thanks to the promoters that booked the first two shows, which were the Leeds show, Carpe Noctem, and the Birmingham show, which is Dark Disco. And then we'd like to thank Dana McDonald for hooking us up with the London show. And who am I forgetting? And the Gateshead
Black Bull,
venue, the Black Bull owners, who are such sweethearts. And I hope I'm not forgetting anything. Well, just
never
thank
easy
you.
to remember off the top of your
Thank
head,
you,
is it?
especially if I'm trying to do it fast.
Yeah.
Thank you all, and thanks to all the friends and fans, because we received many more invitations and offers for help that we could even look into. So maybe a next tour is possible.
Yes,
Who knows?
we'll have you back, I'm sure. We'll have you playing with Doyle Band at some point, I'm sure. And
Wonderful.
And that I'm sure you will never forget.
And
Anyway,
Chaos Bleak.
Chaos
Sorry.
Bleak, who are joining you in Nottingham and joining me tomorrow, in fact. So I'll say hi to them for you. Anyway, thank you very much, both of you, for joining me. I wish you all the best with your UK dates, and in particular on the 7th of May, because that's the most important one, because I've organised that. Anyway, yes, I should hopefully... you should have an excellent time in the UK, and I hope next time I get to actually meet up with you in person. So thank you very much for your time. I know it's quite late for you, so thanks very much. And see you later then. I'm going to play one of your videos now. I'm going to play Warrior, I think it is. Yes, so right, let's get that on. just thought you might like to see the other dates they have. That was Spiritual Bat Warrior, and that's that you can just about see me underneath that, so I'll just get rid of that for a moment, just letting you look at all those dates that are there. So there you go, that's all that is coming up for the Spiritual Bat in the UK in May, and I'll be away for all of it, annoyingly. Well, not really annoyingly, because I'll be having a lovely time with my lovely Gwendolyn. So yeah, so I seem to be on Zoom still, so let's get rid of that. We don't want that about. Go away. Right, anyway, yes, so that was a lovely chat with Spiritual Bat. Aren't they wonderful people? And I would rush out to go to one of their gigs if I was around in the UK. I really, really like that. I think it is music that is wonderfully dramatic and exciting. Right, anyway, for more music that is very good, let's have a bit of Moon Sleep, as I promised earlier, because she's playing tomorrow. This is... oh, I can't remember what it is. It's 666 or something. Seventh Seal, it says. I can't remember if I played this last year. Oh, it's God Will Change You, Seventh Seal, apparently. So, anyway. But tomorrow we're likely to have vocals in the set as well. So, anyway, that's what I'm looking forward to. I'll shut up now.
Well, there is judgment to come, but it's a lot to come. There's no way you can argue with me. There's no way you can debate with me. You need to be born again, made anew, so that you know the living God in your heart, so that you can worship Him, so that you can adore Him, so that you can give Him praise, and God will change you. God will change you. God will change you. That love that passes all understanding, the love of God, where Christ came, nailed to that cross, and He loved you so much that He died for you. And God will change you.
And that was God Will Change You by Moonsleep. As you can see there, I've got the poster up for tomorrow because, well, why not? Just in case anyone is watching who might consider going, as you all should. I'm going to be putting on a fantastic show with Zoe. As you saw, we opened with Unforgotten with Zoe on vocals and me on keyboards, so that's something exciting. Right, anyway, next up, I've created a video of sorts of Chaos Bleak with the track Long Black Coat because they said it was one of their favourites last week, so I think so. Let's have it. It's not the actual performance of it. This is from Morecambe 2 years ago. But anyway, I think they're even better now than they were then. But anyway, the music you will hear is Long Black Coat, but the performance is of something completely different in Morecambe.
These the words that you've been dying to hear.
So that was Chaos Bleak there with Long Black Coat. Again, look, tomorrow night, it's from 7 p.m, £7 plus fees advance, that's £7.70, or you can pay £10 on the door, because why would you not buy in advance, you know? Yeah, so I'll be on about 7:30, Moonsleep around 8:25, and Chaos Bleak somewhere around 9 p.m. sort of time, and we should finish overall about 10 p.m-ish, all being well. Right, anyway, one more track I think, maybe two, we'll see. Let's have a bit of MsMeganoke, because, it is a thing I should probably mention. Yes, let's have it on here. I decided, perhaps, against my better judgment, that it should happen. The Black Midwinter version 4, or the Black Fork, I don't know what it is, Black Midwinter Festival, if you like. I did it last year, and then due to certain things that happened afterwards, things that got me depressed for no good reason, I swore I would never do it again. It's a lot of difficulty running these things. It's a lot of stress when you're doing it, but still. But anyway, one of the artists I think we're going to have for it, I've asked a few already, which I love. Some artists I deeply adore. But this one, I didn't know if she was still definitely going or not. She's American, and I've put her on a couple of times. Only once have I played with her though. I did organise a gig for her when I was doing the launch party for the Body Balanced EP, but obviously that didn't happen, and she couldn't make it anyway in the end. Oh well. Anyway, so this is MsMeganoke, who is brilliant, and this is a track called Run For It. She will, all being well, be appearing at the Black Midwinter. Recorded in London, I believe.
When you bring it, you know that thing that when you hear it and you head for it, when you feel it, knocks you back, yeah, on your feet and you head for it. Gather up all the ones that know law and the brothers that just wait on the way. Gonna make it, mistakes we make them, the bass is saying, over the hills, the lion, the pack, we go down. Don't hold back, not beholden. Though they beg us, return, feast the famine. Cut the head off, though the power to bite. I the daughter, not the Romans, too true and golden. You know I told them, stay information. Day of creation, gonna sing about and bring about and stomp my feet in the street about it. Run, run, run away. Head for the hills, head for the hills. Run, 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 run away. Head for the hills, head for the hills. Run, 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 run away. Head for the hills, head for the hills. Run, run. Travel fire, under guard, yeah, and the daunting eye of what is right. What will break us, and what is left in the river of fate? Ask away, yeah, and fill today, yeah, in the sight of what will be. Dark feathers fall, yeah, and death recalls, yeah, and what is left in what remains. Oblivion, yeah, deliver us, yeah, like we got the call, but what will be? Guilty seekers, they take the stage, yeah, but something to say. Oh hey, think you wanna show your face? I think that you know the place. And I, with you in the fire, and I beat you in the fire. Oh hey, you think you wanna show your face? I think that I know the place. And I make you walk the fire, and I be with you in the fire. Run, 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 run away. Head for the hills, head for the hills. Run, 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 run away. Head for the hills, head for the hills. Run, 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 run away. Head for the hills, head for the hills. Run, run.
That was MsMeganoke with Run for the Hills, and that was rather fabulous. One more track to play us out. It's me again because I'm being self-important, but it's all about promoting tomorrow's gig. This is me and Zoe in London last year at Fiddler's Elbow again, doing Sister Sarah video-wise, but the audio is the studio audio. So here you are. Here's Sister Sarah studio version audio, but with live visuals of myself and Zoe doing it. So that's gives you an idea of what it's going to look like tomorrow. Right, here we go. Again, it may jump a little bit occasionally because it was a live stream. This is the last track.
Sister Sarah will always carry